So obviously when I'm on my period, I do not feel very motivated to work out or do any sort of exercise. Sometimes I'll go on a walk or do some yoga, but that's usually it. And that has had me thinking about exercise and the rest of my hormone cycle, like after my period or before my period, and if there are other times in the month that may be impacting my ability to move my body, because our hormones fluctuate throughout the month. We all know this, right? And our hormones have a significant impact on our mood, our energy levels, and even our physical performance. So by understanding that and understanding where our hormones are at each stage of our cycle, it gives us the opportunity to align our workouts with our hormones, making it easier for us to maximize the benefits of our workouts. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, the best exercises for each stage of your hormone cycle. I feel like we should be making it easier on ourselves. And if by just learning a little bit about what our body's already telling us to do, it's already just a built-in workout plan, we might as well see what happens if we listen to it. And before we just jump right into it, I will be addressing the elephant in the room. If you've seen my other videos, you may or may not have noticed that I did get a haircut. This is the shortest it's ever been in my life, and I'm feeling very great about it. I did go in thinking that I would also get bangs because all of the Pinterest photos that I pulled up of girls with this super short haircut, well, super short for me, all had bangs. And I got there, I told my hairdresser about it, and she was just straight up like, no, we're not getting bangs today. She told me that it wasn't the right move for me, and I have to respect that. She is the expert, so I just went with the shorter haircut today, and we'll see what happens. Maybe bangs in the future. Maybe that just is a little fun add-on. Who knows? But anyway, now that that's that, let's get into the first stage of our hormone cycle that we'll be talking about, which is obviously menstruation, when we're on our period. Everyone, I feel like, probably already knows this. Our hormones are very low. They're at their lowest point. We're shedding our uterine lining. There's a lot going on. And usually we are feeling a little bit fatigued, maybe bloated, maybe we're a little bit moody. And this is the time where we do want to take it easy. We want to just be walking, doing yoga, some stretching. And I know it may seem contradictory, but by doing some sort of movement, it is actually helpful to reduce inflammation and kind of alleviate some of those symptoms that we may be feeling around our period. So definitely get up and go move if you're able to and you're not on your deathbed, but just keep it light. As I said, maybe some stretching, some walking, put on a podcast, walk around the block, do it in the morning, get some sunlight, really knock everything out all at once. But some movement will be helpful here. But then moving into the second stage of our hormone cycle, which is our follicular phase, we are finished our period, our hormone levels are rising, specifically estrogen, which can give us a boost of energy, motivation. This is the time to strength train. Our muscles are ready for it. They're ready to go. They've been resting. They've been taking things slow. So now it's time to really get in your PRs. Do some compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, lunges, arm exercises, and take some time to challenge yourself. This is the time to push it because your muscles are ready. They're ready to be grown. They're ready to be used. And by doing some strength training, it's the best way to grow those muscles. And then we move on to ovulation. So this is when estrogen is at its peak. This is when we're feeling good, we're feeling sexy, we're feeling social, and it's that time to get your heart rate up. So in addition to those strength exercises like we just did, that do get your heart up, but they are more stationary, this is the time to doing some high intensity workouts, some HIIT training, some cardio, go on that 10-mile run. Go on that run, however long it is. Do that workout class that's going to get your blood pumping and your body moving. This is when you should be feeling ready to do all of that, which may seem daunting at other stages of your period. And then we come into our luteal phase, which is that final phase of our menstrual cycle. Estrogen has started to decline at this point, but progesterone is rising. We might be feeling some bloating or fatigue as we prepare for our period. So although our body is still able to do those higher intensity exercises, we want to kind of pair it with things that are going to make us feel comfortable as we lead into our period. So for example, going on a run, but then ending it with like a cooling walk or maybe even a long stretch at the end, kind of pairing those higher intensity workouts with something that's going to be a little bit more calm. We can also do more low impact exercises like swimming or cycling will be really helpful during this time, but nothing that puts too much stress on our body. But we're still able to get our blood flowing, but you know, we want to keep things casual since we are about to lead into our period. And that's our whole hormone cycle. I kind of like to imagine like a little graph where we're starting at our period, things are low, we're not doing much, just some light walking. And then as things move up, as estrogen starts to rise, we're starting to do some strength training. And then at the top, where our heart rate's at its peak, is when we're doing high intensity interval training, cardio. Estrogen is at our peak here. And then as estrogen starts to decline and we start to go into our luteal phase, which is again right before our period, we kind of take things slower, we take things down, and then finally we go back into our period. So it constantly is just going up and down. And I have been practicing this and it's been very helpful for me. I also feel like it's nice to give my body a little bit of a variation of workout, since usually I'm doing the same thing every day. And also it makes me feel really comforted knowing that I'm able to listen to my body in this way and tailor my workouts towards it. It makes it easier for me to do the workouts, and then I feel better afterwards as well. I do want to say though that I'm talking very generally about what's worked for me and then also just the hormone cycle in general, but those hormone fluctuations vary from person to person. So some people may not be feeling as much of a change across the month, especially also if you're on birth control where your hormones are a little bit more regulated. You may not be feeling these fluctuations as much, so you might be able to do the same workouts every single day. So it, again, depends on the person, but for me, I found this all to be pretty accurate, and I've been enjoying making my workouts a little bit easier for myself, so I can focus on the important part of it, which is moving my body, feeling the benefits of that afterwards, and also enjoying myself. And even if you only take one thing from this video, I think it's just to switch out your workouts from time to time. Our bodies are changing throughout the month, so it's important to honor that and listen to that and adjust your workouts accordingly. So I think that's about it. This was just a little short and sweet video just to spit some information at you that I found, and I hope that it's helpful. If there's anything that I missed or anything else that I should have talked about, definitely let me know, and thanks for watching.